Welcome back, everybody, to an amazing episode of Liquor for Boys. I don't know why I keep doing that.
I like it.
We're doing a news article again. This one's submitted by Bart Swan.
Okay.
Halle Berry's on TRT and her libido's through the roof.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I told you it was real.
She said she'd be getting late night boners, like boner attacks, like she's 12 again.
Yeah, she did say that. Yeah,
Hard clits.
She said my little clitty's throbbing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what she said. That's in the article.
Press junket.
She's like, it's like I never had menopause. She says she doesn't have menopause.
It says Hollywood.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna read anything about what's the truth, but we're gonna quote everything that we know that she said word for word.
She said, hey, I might be growing a mustache, but at least I know.
Hey, that's a good quote.
Yeah.
So do you care about the mustache if I'm sucking your dick?
Yeah?
Like, I mean, maybe a little bit.
Damn, dude. I didn't know that if a lady takes TRT, they get horny.
We should start sneaking some in our ladies'
She
beverages.
didn't say, I found my libido again.
While she's sleeping,
See?
inject her with it.
I knew that fucking keyword is in there.
Libido?
Control F, find control.
Stop yelling at me. All right, I'm literally, your suggestion, it's in the article.
His inner child is coming out, dude. Just let it
You gotta
come
prove a
out.
point.
Sorry.
So why was she so unhorny?
Yeah. What's the scoop on that?
Take fucking testosterone so I could be horny.
I think she's at that age, menopause age now.
What is she, like 65?
Well, I don't know.
Don't they say it's supposed to help if you give ladies that are on menopause, you give them testosterone?
She's 58.
Maybe.
58.
But a lot of
she's
a lot-
58.
But so close to 65. But a lot of chicks, once they hit menopause or whatever, their like hormones drop. And I mean, I guess it's like controversial whether or not you should do HRT, but she jumped on it, and then now she feels way more alive and horny and throbbing lips.
You ever see her shooting guns with Keanu, dude?
She's legit.
She's legit.
She is legit for 50. That's crazy.
She's really good.
Jennifer Lopez too. What is she, like 67?
She's probably like 849.
She looks good for that.
She's
She's
ancient.
reverse Asian.
She's
Methuselah.
Yeah, there's some chicks that know how to do it right, and there's a lot of chicks that do it wrong.
Damn.
But when you're a celebrity, you could fuck whoever you want. Wouldn't it take way more to get horny again? Because
Oh, because you've been through everything.
yeah.
It's
Because
not
like
exciting.
she's fucked all the A-list men. She's just had the best of the best. So then she's like, man, I don't know, nothing turns me on anymore.
Because she's been with so many people, right?
Yep.
Like she's had a lot of ex.
She makes guys wear like tentacle costumes and shit.
Yeah, she makes me
She's like, look, dude, I fucked everybody. Man. I need some different shit.
Thinking at that point, like,
me off.
Is that a quote in there?
Control F pool boy. She's fucking pool boys. Like Giselle Bundchen's fucking a jiu-jitsu instructor. Like people, I think they're trying to
pool
fuck.
boys.
They're just trying to fuck normal people.
Yeah,
I want you to pretend to cut my arm off so I can come.
like Ariana Grande's addicted to breaking up marriages.
Yeah, that's her thing, huh?
That's what I heard.
So like I think at that level, you're like,
Yeah,
man,
you just need something interesting, probably.
I need something to get my jollies off.
So Halle Berry admitted she was hesitant about testosterone therapy. She thought, I'm not trying to grow hair on my chest.
So I grew it on my mustache.
Notice a difference. My libido's back. I have more energy.
That's tight. So is this a ad for us to start taking that because
Yeah.
we're that age, dude?
I'm
Apparently-
extremely curious.
Apparently Brad Pitt was doing that shit. That's why he has his hair the way he does.
What's his hair?
What's his hair look like?
You ever see his hairline, dude?
Is it all
it
fucked
receding?
up?
It's perfect. It's like Bart's hairline.
But I thought TRT makes it go away.
It depends on the person.
Oh, because you react to the hormone different?
Everyone reacts differently.
No, because apparently, because I got a buddy who was his trainer person thing or whatever, he, like gave him all that shit, and he was saying that Brad Pitt did that up until a certain point, and then he stopped doing it to get like older guy roles.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and he probably does it right with like the best doctor you could find too.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people who are losing their hairline are probably taking like over-the-counter testosterone.
gas station pills.
Yeah, or like straight
Rhino
from
pills.
Mexico or
Headaches,
something.
Don't take rhino pills. It really fuck my dick up.
Hey, you know,
Extends.
when you tested your test, have you went back and checked again?
No.
Because it could be so many different factors. You're saying like the time of day, if you like slept or whatever, and all that stuff too, and it can range by like 100.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Not even like 300. It could range by a fuck ton. Yeah.
Oh, cause like some people that prep for bodybuilding and all that, I heard it drops like crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors. You could range like some people get it tested, it's like 600, then the next time it's like 300.
Prepping for bodybuilding lowers your testosterone?
When you're about to get stage ready,
Because you're all depleted and shit?
when you're
Cutting a lot.
depleted, if you're bulking, fuck no. But if you're like depleting for like months now, yeah. Your test is like
Falls
one
off a
something
cliff.
probably, like 150, 170. It's
That's why you're
crazy.
just about to die.
Like if your body fat is too high or too low in either extremes, it can fuck it up.
To anything, I guess. That makes sense.
What's the advantage to knowing that your T is high, other than
You can ground more
You
badass.
say to other guys mostly.
like when you get the result and you see the number? Is it like
You get it tatted on your shoulder. So everyone knows.
And then everyone else is low T compared to you, so you just call them low T all day.
It's cool if you're low T. That's a cool low T
And that's
take.
fine. And that's fine.
what are you now able to do with that? Like,
It's one of those things where like
Win arguments.
if you,
see,
it's one of those things where if you apply it, great. But if not, then it's useless. So it's like me going like, it's like,
Like you no pull out game?
Like race monster trucks.
hey, I'll have my IQ's fucking 170. I'm like, yeah, but you still work at Radio Shack, dude.
and it's closed.
I understand the concept, but like what's specific to testosterone?
He's like, we're brainiac.
So like, if you have high T and you actually train or you play a sport, your chances on putting muscle, getting lean is extremely high.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you don't, then you just have to work twice as hard as the next.
Do you know if like gay dudes are higher likely to have like higher T?
Nick.
Speaking for my community, yes. I think it's much higher.
Does it seem like they would have higher T?
For us, yeah.
Yeah. For us.
But isn't it so like when I was looking into this, as long as you fall within the range of like let's say like the healthy range from I don't know what was it like 4 to
It's a huge range, yeah.
to like 800 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also the free test, and then there's something else that's like saved test. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
That releases after.
Yeah.
And there's two that you look at, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you're within the range, isn't it like generally the same, or is it like you have to be off the charts for it to be like like to me that's what I don't get, because it's like if they're like you're in a healthy range, it's fine, but then does that mean like when you're closer to the higher range you just pack on muscle much easier?
So the range is just there
Even
to
more
give you a general gauge of your real life. That's why they always go symptom first. Like, do you wake up with? Are you like
Like a bald?
yeah, like, do you have morning wood still? Are you lethargic throughout the day? Like that comes first, because if you have high T, like some people will have like 700, but then they have all the symptoms, they probably still need TRT.
Oh.
But then if someone
Are you
has
saying morning wood is a symptom of low T?
no, if you don't get it anymore.
Oh, I was about to say I got the lowest T in the game.
You don't get boners, dude?
If the last time you got a boner,
Fucking always boner in the morning. I'm not dreaming of dudes all the time. I got
I'm probably
boners
full of
in the morning.
estrogen then, brother.
like if the last time you got a boner was like a month ago, then you probably need TRT. You know, it's like that.
What if I get boners every day?
You
good.
probably got high T. So
That's why you
so it's
pack on
symptom
muscle
first.
so easy.
I can get a boner right now if I want.
And then you use the numbers to gauge the symptom, and then now you could tweak the numbers to see how the symptoms react.
Oh,
And then you just say, I got it.
This is the world's hardest test.
I want to go get
Got a boner.
tested and see if I could boost it naturally,
Do you get boners every day?
but every hour.
Lit.
That's
Better answer.
multiple hours in a day.
In the
It's
morning?
random. No, when I was like in high school, it'd be like every morning without fail. But then now it's random.
The two most important is, or like the markers are, your libido and then your ambition. Do you feel like you don't want to do jack shit or anything? And then if you have something wrong, like if you want to get it up but you can't, then those two, that's like the number one candidacy.
It's not about getting it up. It's about what you want to do with it.
Your intention matters.
You know what I mean?
But I see all those
Where do you want to put that thing?
like every podcast is like sponsored by like hymns and stuff, and they talk about ED all the time. And in my head, I'm just thinking like, damn, is that really like a big problem for?
I think it's just
Yeah.
your algo, dude.
It's your algo, yeah. That's what
dude.
you're clicking on all the time.
No, that's not me. Hey, dude, I don't have any problems with boners.
But I think it makes sense because isn't like 40-30% of people overweight, and then that actually affects their dick.
I think some people also think it's ED, but the truth is they're just not attracted to their partner.
Because they're gay.
Oh, because they're gay, dude.
Join the club. The closet club.
I get unintentional boner because sometimes my dick rubs against stuff.
True. That's why I stopped wearing undies, dude. Kept rubbing on stuff.
Against the machine that makes a soft serve.
I didn't know that ambition was tied to it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mission, yeah.
Ever since Bart told that story about you like humping poles when you were a kid,
Yeah.
That's ambition, man.
I'm starting to look at them things like very differently these days.
Because T is
Just try it out. I want to see what it feels like.
T is like the chemical / hormone that like if you inject in like almost any mammal, they're gonna want to go out and conquer some shit.
That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
They want to like fight, fuck. Yeah, they want to fight, fuck, find food. Like that's like the main thing that T does to you. So
You think Genghis Khan was just roided out as fuck?
could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be fucking roided ass mother. This T is probably.
That's a good brand for TRT. Like Genghis.
Dude, Genghis Khan? Yeah.
What if we do this? What if we do this as a new JK adventure? The boys get their T checked, and whoever gets the lowest T, everyone just makes fun of.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Probably mine,
They
dude.
just as you're explaining this, I'm like, I think I have low T. Yo.
I don't think so.
I think I'm.
Hey, but if you get, if you have a kid, your T drops too.
We give it to Tycho.
After every
You gave your
kid.
tea away,
Yeah, you give it.
Because,
You gotta keep that, brother. You gotta keep your energy, brother.
T card.
brother.
Your ass.
Wait, you think you have the low? You think you have the lowest T?
I might. Yeah.
No
I
way.
think I will.
No way. Impossible.
There's no way. Your ambition's too high.
I don't think so. No. It's not high enough.
No way, dude.
Do you think a previous like era of life of a lot of like drinking and drugs and partying and stuff like that will lower your T?
It's possible.
I could have low T too.
I think it's sleep probably for you. If you have low T, it's probably because you don't sleep enough. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Or
calling you out.
irregular sleep too.
Hey, we're calling you out because you don't sleep enough, dog.
Get out of my head.
Irregular sleep,
yeah.
create different
How many
fucking
hours
time
did you
zones
get?
all the
Yeah,
time.
you're not taking melatonin, dude.
Did you go to bed last night?
You rally.
Like one.
Yeah.
You rally too hard, bro.
I think I have the lowest T.
Barely sleeps.
Yeah, I barely sleep. But I don't think about babes that much no more. I think I have the lowest T.
You don't think about babes? You're not thinking
It occurs to me and I go,
babes aren't running through your head all day. Every day.
Jack off. How much you're just like, I want to watch some porn.
That has to affect your tea.
That I don't know.
it drops it?
It drops
You
it.
give it away
Jacking off drops it?
I think so.
because you're giving it
But
out.
over time, it's straight.
I have the lowest T.
That's why the Bible say you can't be spilling your seed.
Probably, dude.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, right. Yourself, you never come.
You give yourself tantric jack off?
Bro, it's a sin, dog.
What if you always like? I'm about to.
Oh,
And then try and
You're edging?
Damn.
Edgelord?
That's saving your.
Edgelords have high T.
Yeah, maybe your teeth through the roof.
God, dude, they must.
But they're just sweating and unhappy all the time.
But there's just like growing cancerous stuff down there.
Oh,
Insane discipline.
edge? Yeah.
Sociopathic almost.
Yeah.
There was a time where I thought to myself, if I edged myself before going to sleep, and then I go to sleep, I would be horny in my dream because dreams of sex are like awesome.
Dreams of sex.
Yeah. I used to think like, oh man, like wet. I hope I never get a wet dream. And then like the older I got, I was like, man, I hope I get wet dreams.
I get a wet
Wet
dream.
dreams are awesome.
Dude, I've never had a wet dream.
Never had that either.
When I was visiting my grandma in Japan, and I was just watching late night TV, and they had a segment of a wet dream tutorial.
Yo.
Yeah, like it
Wait,
was.
you were watching this with
Is
your
it a
grandma?
wet dream like sleep meditation?
No, it was like I was like, so it's like, you know, after hours TV, like it's more adult content, right? This ain't even cable, bro. This is like fucking straight up public television, and I'm just watching, and then this guy, they just made it so factual. He goes, you know, like I always get wet dreams. I think I got it down to a science. And then there's like a talk show lady. She goes, oh, so what's your method? And then so they're in this room, right? And then he goes, so I edge myself, and right before I'm about to come, I'll go straight to sleep. And then
Dude,
yeah,
you're a genius.
yeah.
You're not a businessman like this guy. This guy is like, he had that thought and he's like, I'm gonna do this and start a business.
And then so he's like literally in his room. The lady's like sitting.
Ambition, dude.
The lady's sitting at the edge of the bed with like a microphone, like in a dress and shit. Just it's a real like she's a host.
Like Diane Sawyer.
Like, yeah, and then he's like, okay, and then this is the moment where I edge.
Why can't you come?
And he shows, yeah, he's in his room, and then he goes into like sleep like this, and then you know how like in those Asian TV shows, they're like on site, and then there's like a commentating group, like that likes watching, and then so she's like on site, and she's like, wow, so you're able to like really not release yourself and just go straight to sleep. And he goes, yup, I trained myself for a couple of years, but I'm able to do it. And then everyone's like, wow, I'm so proud of you. You could hold it. And then I was like, what the fuck is this show?
That's when I'm on the show with the audience and everyone starts clapping and I just go,
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah.
we're clapping right now.
They film him fucking having a wet dream later.
No, that's the only thing I remember.
prove
but-
it?
Joe doesn't remember because he's like, what?
Let me try this.
It's like when people say they can astral project and they go, I'll show you, and they go like this and they go, I just did it.
But you jacking off to not come and then go to sleep, that's really hard. Most guys fail, I think.
I think
Maybe
so.
it's like maybe you're watching like a James Randi kind of show where they just myth bust it.
Myth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, can he come?
Yeah. And they're like, watch, ladies and gentlemen, as this bullshitter explains his whole method.
Yeah. And in the middle of the night,
That's what if they make him demonstrate,
I know.
and he just fakes it the whole way. He goes, watch.
You fake snore.
So Anthony, when you did it, you didn't coom at the end?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't think it works.
Experiment.
So what happened?
For me.
He never coomed again.
Honestly, I've only had I probably like a handful of times where you like fully dream about sex.
Yeah.
And like have it.
And you
Chasing
busted?
that dragon ever since.
Bust.
That sucks.
The
What
last
happens?
30 seconds of the dream too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
But sex dreams are honestly like I do chase those. Those are so fun.
you should use the
You
method.
always, because you never know who you're gonna have sex with in your dream, and it's so
It's
innocent.
sort of a treat.
That's
It could be
scary.
Steve Greene
It
that
could
you
be Steve
started
Greene.
sleeping
It could be
with.
Steve Greene.
It's usually Steve Green.
Yeah, you can't control it.
It could be Stephen Paul Green.
Bouncing in my lap, dude.
He's watching from a fucking glass window, and he's like, no, and I can't hear him at all. And he's like, no, he's actually having sex.
All Steve has seen is the back of your perm, dude. That's
A fluttery perm.
just bouncing. A nice set of shoulders.
Steve, there's something to do with Timberlands. I don't know.
Something beautiful about it.
It goes deeper the lower the crypto bar goes down.
Oh no!
It goes deeper in. It's pretty deep in right now.
But then Steve's also in grief mode because of it while he's doing it.
So he's crying. He's crying like a baby.
He's disassociated. He's just not there.
Disassociated.
He's just bouncing.
Stephen Hawkins, dude.
Now that we're talking about it, might happen.
Yard stare.
That's incredible, Stephen Hawkins, by the way.
Just watching graphs like
Incredible.
this is my normal state.
But
When I'm at home,
That's your flow
all I want to
state.
do is just chill. I'm like, just no one talk to me.
That's me after 30 hours of JK. 30 hours of JK, I go home and I'm like, don't fucking talk to me.
Low key, because of JK, I almost beat my wife last week. It might happen again this week.
Saying no one talk to me in a house where there's only one other person's really mean.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. I said that to the dogs mostly.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.